name is Reid, and my STEM Fair project this year was Does Height Affect Flight? And basically what I did was I took, I was standing on the ground and I used a launcher with a foam plane. Last year this was a second year study, and last year I did which plane flies the furthest. It was balsa wood, paper airplane, or a foam plane. The foam plane worked the best, so that's what I'm using this time. So I took the foam plane and I launched it on the ground 3 times, and then I went onto a A-frame ladder, launched it 3 times, then went up on an extension ladder, launched it 3 times again, and got the average data for each of those 3 trials, and I repeated it each time over the course of 3 days. 1 time each day for 3 days, I believe that's what it is. And at the end, I figured out that the higher you are up, it does affect how far it will go, because the higher it is, it has more time to glide down. And what I also learned is if it's kind of just lightly breezy at the ground, it does get quite a bit more windy the higher up you go. So just warning on that.
Those are great observations that you made. So what were your variables?
My variables were the height of where I did it, and my other variable was, I tried my best, but it was the wind speed. I couldn't really 100% control that.
Mm-hmm. And so what are the things that you kept the same?
The things I kept the same was I tried my best, and I think I did pretty good. The angle of launch, the launcher, the foam plane, the ladders each time I tested it, the spot I launched it from, and the way of measuring. I used a tape measure, but they kept going so far that I actually had to take it, and then I had to put a piece of chalk down, and then put the tape measure back, and then do it again, which I learned that maybe you want to have a longer tape measure. One of the things I learned.
Awesome. So what was your hypothesis, and was it correct or not?
My hypothesis was, let me just check to make sure I'm saying this right. Where is it? Sorry. My hypothesis was if I increase the height a foam plane is launched from, then the plane will go further. My hypothesis was correct. The plane did go further the higher I launched it from.
So how much further? Can you share maybe a little bit of your data or the numbers?
So here is my averages. So averages from each trial over the course of 3 days is from when I was standing on the ground, it rounds to 13 meters. Then when I was on the A-frame ladder, at about, I think it was the height of, when I was standing, it was 1.5 A-frame ladder, 1.5 meters when I was standing. On the A-frame ladder, it was 2.5, and then on the extension, it was 4.2 meters. And the average for 1.5 meters is rounds to 13, I just said that. And from the A-frame ladder at 2.5 meters, it rounds to 15 meters. That's how far it went. Mm-hmm. And on the extension ladder at 4.2 meters, it rounds to 18 meters. That's how far, each of those, and it was how far it went.
Oh, that must have been exciting.
Yeah, I have the palm fronds, and they have how they have those little seed thingies, and there was a bunch of bees around there, so it was kind of scary shooting that. But then there was the next day I tried, the bee is gone because it got a bit colder. The bees have just gone away.
Thank heavens, right? So if you were to do this project over again, what would you change?
I'm going to do it again. I might change, instead of the A-frame ladder, I might change the A-frame ladder, then on my house is 2 stories, so I might do the extension ladder from where I originally, the highest point, and then I might do the first floor roof, and then I might do the second floor roof. To just keep going and try to see if my hypothesis is still correct.
Mm-hmm. Just making sure safety's there, right?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Gotta make sure safety.
So, what was your favorite thing about doing this project?
My favorite thing was probably just going outside and shooting the planes because, I mean, it's just like one of the best parts because you just go up there and you just shoot it and it's just like, the planes just are like, boom.
Watch you get sore.
Yeah.
Must be a good feeling, right?
Yeah, it is.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us about your project?
That I do want to share something. That if you are going to repeat it, just to check it, I would recommend maybe getting away from like the palm trees that have the bees.
Great advice. Thank you.
You're welcome.